Hello, and welcome back to the Creator's Guide to Successful Manifesting. I am your host, M.L. Lewis, and this is episode 2 of the series. And today's focus will be on how to ask and believe for successful results. In my own journey, I was always told the manifesting technique of asking, believing, and receiving is what you have to do to achieve your manifestation. The first is ask what you will, release it, and go on and act as if it is so. It seems simple, that is, until you notice that what you're trying to manifest is still not visible or tangible to your physical senses. For me, it was frustrating because I saw manifestations appearing and sometimes not appearing. I'm like, what can I do to get some consistency going here? First, I began to pay attention to what I was doing from a vibrational perspective. Am I really asking and believing properly, or am I wavering, confusing the creative process within myself? Wanting it so bad that maybe I'm doubting, thus stopping the materialization, as I am the only presence acting here. I know that whatever I speak into the vibrational field of limitless possibilities should manifest. What am I doing that is blocking my success? Well, let's start from the first principle. Asking. Let's break this down to its essence. As a vibrational being that is the directing presence of the universe that I'm experiencing, that's projecting from my electromagnetic field, I accept now that every word that I speak into the infinite field of myself instantly starts from the vibrational level to transmute into the tangible reality in the moment that I speak it. So let's go over that again. If I can imagine that I am the directing presence in the middle of an infinite vibrational field of waves that only activate according to my words and my feelings and my visions. Since we've established that as soon as the idea gets any type of focused energy on it, it is alive. It is like semen and the egg expanding into the newborn baby. It is growing. Now, if the directing presence says or feels or visualizes anything that contradicts the growth of the idea, then the field of activity will then vibrate towards the contradictory idea. It's like birth again. You're giving birth. It's not even, it could be seen as a new birth, but it really is now the same idea is now expanding in a different direction. Because now if you're saying, 1 minute, and we'll just use money as an analogy, I have a massive supply, but then the bills are piling up. I don't have the money. Right there, there's that vibration. If you can see a puddle of water and how we take the rocks or the pebbles and throw them into the water, that's what we're like. Our ideas are like that pebble. Our words are like that pebble hitting that sensitive water, because our vibrational field is high. It's sensitive to the highest degree. It picks up everything. Every little feeling that says, I don't believe that. Even though you haven't spoken a word, but your heart and your soul is saying, I don't believe that I can have that. I hope I get it. But if there's, imagine that though. You have this vibrational pebble that you throw in and you say, you know what? I am going to get this. That's what the vibrational sends out to the pool. I am going to get this. And then there's another pebble that says, hey, I'm not going to get this. I might not be get that. I don't think I'm going to get this. And you send that out. That's the signal that you're sending out to the pool for the tangible reality to come into view. All right. So again, now if the directing presence, which is ourselves, the only presence acting here in our world that we're experiencing, says or feels or visualizes anything that contradicts the growth of the idea, then the field of activity will then vibrate towards the contradictory idea and thus begin on its journey to materialize from there. Because of our feelings and our words, it's only following our directions. If, and it is us, it's another level of our own self, the creative process of ourself, following the directions of the directing presence. If we are to be successful, we must recognize the power of our thinking, speaking, feeling, and visualization. These actions activate the vibrational activity within our inner field, which is the source of creation. So asking verbally, internally, or just even focusing on a particular idea activates the feeling, which gives birth vibrationally to the idea, which will continue to grow or expand and eventually materialize into the tangible reality as long as you continue to send out that same signal. As long as you continue to nurse, which is already growing and expanding with like vibrations that grow it. But as soon as the doubt or, something that contradicts the growth or the beingness of the idea, of the potential reality, guess what happens? It's not going to come into existence. It's going to go into the other direction. It'll come into existence in another type of vibration. If you say, I'm not going to get that, opposed to I'm getting it, then guess what? You know how this goes. But for those of us that's not understanding, what am I doing wrong? I'm calling this in. I am saying these prayers. I am meditating. Let's get down to the essence of it and understand that you have to operate from a vibrational perspective as opposed to the out of conscious perspective of what you're seeing, feeling, tasting, and touching. Let's go deep within and go into the vibrational field and say, okay, I know that every time I open my mouth to speak, there's a vibration happening. So if I say that I am wealthy, I need to nourish that growth, that vibrational growth that is vibrating right now in this very moment. As soon as I thought it, I have to nourish it every day until its full potential. And we can do this. So we go on to ask. So we understand now that asking is the vibrational field of ourselves that says this is what's happening. And then you go to asking and believing. So what does believing do? We know that believing is another form of our vibration. Believing is really that support. Believing is the support to grow the idea. Believing is saying your affirmations. Guess what? Remember, we're vibrational beings. So we don't want to just stop and saying, hey, say your affirmations. Say, let me tell you why you need to say your affirmations, because those are supportive vibrations. When the teachers tell us, hey, write it down, those are supporting vibratory energies that are nourishing that idea. That if you say, I am wealthy, then guess what? What are you doing with your wealth? Go deeper into that feeling. It's about that feeling. It's about feeling wealthy. It's about casting out everything and everyone around you, or every energy around you that is unlike the feeling of success in this area. You have to get everything. This is your baby. You're not going to let any harm come to your baby. You are the protector of your baby. You are the nourisher of your baby. And your baby is, once you speak that word for something into your own vibrational self, now it's time to nurture it with your belief. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I feel so good. You have to nurture it vibrationally. This is the belief. Even because you can say, I'm going to declare you're feeling terrible right now because you've called in some previous vibrations, because you spoke into the vibrational field, the sensitive vibrational field of yourself that picks up everything that's said. And you've said, I'm sick, I'm unhealthy, I feel, because those are the visuals that you saw on your field of activity. Your electromagnetic field of what the world is has shown you an imagery that supports what you believed and what you spoke into this sensitive vibrational field. So now, because of it, you are feeling the vibrations of being sick, of being angry, of not having disrespectful children, because you've spoken that into the field. You're so caught up into the beauty of the field that you're not paying it. You think it's some outer world, that you're some type of victim of this world, and you're not. You are the creator of this world. You are the bona fide creator. And so now that you're aware of that, your belief supports the idea. So we're going to get back to the positive. If you're focusing on trying to build something, everything that you do or how you live your life from the moment that you know that baby is here, when you find out that you're pregnant with a child, if you're a loving parent, if you're happy and expecting this child to come into full manifestation and you want to see your little baby grow and thrive, guess what? You are taking care of yourself. You are eating properly. You are taking your prenatal vitamins. You are doing everything to support a healthy child. We have to do that with every manifestation. Our manifestations, we should look up on it as if it's our own child. It's our own baby that we're giving birth to. And it is my responsibility to support and nourish this child. To support and nourish my dream of being the greatest singer ever, my dream of being the greatest writer ever, my dream of changing humanity, my dream of living in a utopian society, my dream of driving a brand new car, of having the millions of dollars, or getting married, or whatever your dream may be. Once you speak the word, it is now a growing reality. Just that quick, your power of your words have given birth. It's like ejaculation, and a healthy egg. But with this, it's much quicker, because as soon as you speak it or think it, that's how powerful we are as the directing presence. But your belief is the supportive action. You have to stay the past. You have to continue to vibrate with that reality or take it even higher. I am wealthy. I'm driving in my brand new car right now. I love it. It feels so good to have money in my pocket. It's about using your imagination to support. Going on and acting as if it's so is what the teachers call it. Acting as if it's so. And supporting it with your belief. Your belief, writing it down. This powerful vibrational energy, because you're focusing your mind. You're sitting still in a quiet space within yourself, and you are focusing on details as you continue to write down, and you are having that full vibrational energy experience. And that's the beauty of this. And this is why the teachers tell us to have fun with this. It's because you don't have to wait for its manifestation when you operate from a vibrational or its tangible manifestation, shall I say, to enjoy this, because it already exists. So you can access it as soon as you say, you know what, I want me a delicious lemon pie. Or you know what, you can just go in your imagination and taste that pie and eat that pie and taste the delicious crust and the whipped cream on top. You can taste it with your mind. You can walk in your brand new home in your mind. It is the same emotional feelings. That's why doctors tell us that when they do test the athlete and have them try it within their mind, as opposed to and physically, it's like they're really doing it because you're activating the same vibrational energies. So whether I see it in the physical, tangible materialization or whether I imagine it, I'm still having the same incredible experience. But of course, it's cool to see something tangible before you. It's like a finished piece of work. So, we have to use our imagination. That is also a form of believing, allowing ourselves to bask in that powerful energy, that feeling of our vibrational field that is right here and now. If you want to drive a car, close your eyes. You have a dream car, you want to drive your Maybach, close your eyes and go in your mind and drive that Maybach. But the most important thing, feel those feelings. Because as you feel those feelings, you're sending a powerful signal to the vibrational field of your vibrational magnetic field that I love driving a Maybach. I see myself in a Maybach or whatever car or whatever materialization you're trying to experience or whatever way you want to change the world or whoever you want to marry. We have everything, but we must learn how to apply these techniques and use it consistently so we don't keep, knocking ourselves over or being our own worst enemy by believing the magnificent beauty of the objective world that we've created. But we tend to create from the objective world as opposed to going in and saying, you know what? I create the objective world through my visuals, through my inner imaginings. I'm the creator here. So I can have it any way I choose. And we're going to go on and end this with some affirmations. For the first one we did, I am the only presence acting here, which is such a powerful affirmation for me. For this one, my words, I am so grateful and thankful that my words go out and complete themselves. They do not return back to me void. I am so grateful and thankful that my words go out and complete themselves. They do not return back to me void. I'm so grateful and thankful that as I ask, it is given. I'm so grateful and thankful that I am consistent in believing and supporting that which I see for myself.